What's up, fellas? Here for your your Week 8 review on Election Day. I hope all you guys got out and voted today. I don't really care who you voted for. I could probably pinpoint who almost each and every single one of you guys voted for based on what I know about you guys. But I don't care who you voted for. I just hope you used the right that you have and you got out there and voted. You guys know today was the NFL trade deadline. There was no big trades that really pertain to fantasy necessarily. There was a couple of defensive players that were dealt yesterday, so those defenses may get a smidge better, but nothing too crazy. I know the big name going around today was Will Fuller to the Packers, but apparently they could not agree to terms, so nothing big for fantasy there. The trade deadline in our league, I just looked it up. Looks like it's set for 3 a.m. the day after Thanksgiving. So, guys who are trying to make last-minute moves may ask to step away from the dinner table to send off a few trade proposals. First off, we have my matchup versus Derek. Obviously, I could have just given myself the victory. Derek's team is absolutely atrocious. Obviously, he's been hit with some injuries, as most teams have. So, to me, not really an excuse. But I was able to win this one 122-73. Matt Ryan didn't play too well. He did okay, 18 points. My running backs really struggled this week. I got 11.5 out of Montgomery, but CEH and Jonathan Taylor combined for less than 10. So, a little difficulty there. But my team is obviously built around the receiver. Davante Adams, I'm going to tell you guys every week, man. I called it before the season. I said in my post-draft video, I said Davante Adams is going to be the best receiver in the league. He's going to lead the league in receptions. He's obviously been hurt, so that may affect it. But, 3 touchdowns. I think last week he had 2. He's already had another 2-touchdown game. He's crazy. And, the Packers not adding any receivers to the team. He's just going to continue to play like this. I know Dalton tried to trade me for him a few weeks ago. Sent a reasonable offer, but I just can't part with him. When he's out there on the field, they have no other options for the most part. He's amazing. 27 points. Keenan Allen was 17. Julio Jones was 17. My tight end got 8, which I'm gonna be honest, 8 points out of a tight end is fucking nice these days. With tight ends sucking and just it's a gamble every week. It's a crapshoot. So if you can get 8 points or better, you got to be pretty happy with that. Defense kicker didn't do much. Did have Dobbins on the bench who got 13, so he may get some more playing time with Ingram out, and they had a tough matchup, so he may sneak his way into my lineup. I got some decent running backs on the team, just some of them need to perform. I'll have Chase Edmonds this week coming off the bye. Looking over here at Derek's team, Drew Brees played okay. He got 20. Not much out of Melvin Gordon, 7 or 8 points. Frank Gore. I don't know what rolling out Frank Gore is just like, hey, can you give me 5 points? I need 5 points out of you. Unless he falls in the end zone, he's not doing much for you. Jarvis Landry was 7. Hunter Renfrow got a touchdown. Other than that, nothing. Tim Patrick, nothing. I'm not even sure if he was targeted. I'm going to try to look that up here. Nope, looks like he was a late scratch for the game. So that's why he was in the lineup and not subbed out, because he may not, depending on who else is on his team, may not have the option to sub him out. But it looks like he didn't get marked inactive until 2:41. George Kittle broke his foot, so that just makes Derek's team even worse when he loses one of his best players again. It's not the first time that's happened to him this year. Just tough all around. Played P. Ryan, so you're playing P. Ryan and Gore. 2 running backs on the worst team in the league who are always going to be playing from behind. I just don't understand the strategy and the logic there. Steelers defense did well for him. 13 points. Should have had more, given how well they played. Just gave up 24 points there. Jared Goff didn't do much for him on the bench. He's obviously got some solid players out with Mostert and Drake. So maybe when they get healthy, He'll be able to, maybe scramble a win or two together before the end of the season. Next up, we got Dalton versus Jason. Jason won this one 110-76. Looking at Dalton's team here, Joe Burrow, 19 points. His team did get the win, so good there. Kareem Hunt had 8. My only confusion here. No, there's no way this happened. Let me look at something. So I'm looking at the teams here. All right, there we go. So whatever I was looking at was saying Dalton had guys on bye week in his lineup, and I'm like, that can't be true. There it goes. All right, so Kareem Hunt struggled again. It's 2 weeks in a row. It's pissing me off because I've played him in DFS the past 2 weeks. He's had cake matchups and hasn't been getting it done. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. Malcolm Brown, 7 points. He's obviously playing backup to Henderson there, and I believe Cam Akers even got some run in the game. Tyler Lockett, he's really been boom or bust. You couldn't expect what he did the week before this week, 5 points. Fulgham, nice waiver wire pickup. He's performed pretty well during the season, 17. Galladay was 0, hurt his hip in that game. It's already been ruled out this week. We'll see if he ends up going on IR. Allen Robinson had a nice game with 17. Not much else there. Did have Zach Moss on the bench with 20 points. So he may get some more playing time there. Although Singletary did have a decent game as well. Looking over here at Jason's team, Derek Carr, 13 points. That's a shit game for a quarterback. Nothing out of the running backs here. 11, 12 points total. Tyreek Hill carried the team with 2 touchdowns, 98 yards, 24 points. Cooper Kupp had 21 targets in the game. Came down with 11 catches and 110 yards. I believe Jared Goff threw the ball like 61 times. So 17 points there. Mike Williams with 99 and a touchdown, 18.5 points. Hawkinson with 10, so you'll take that. Playing 2 tight ends, so he also had a tight end who got him 2. Chiefs defense got him 10, not too bad there. Looks like he had some players on bye week, quite a bit. 3 running backs and a stud receiver, so he's likely playing 2 of those running backs and receiver every week. So it's nice to get a victory when you got some guys that are normal starters on your team on bye week. Next matchup we have here is Casey versus Michael. And it's funny because they are the second and third worst scoring teams of the week. So Casey gets lucky here, gets the victory. If he would have been playing almost any other team, he would have lost. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. He won this one 89-85. Looking over here at Michael's team, Bridgewater struggled, 12 points. Josh Jacobs, man, he had 128 yards. I believe he carried the ball 31 times, got 13 points. No catches, no touchdowns. Just it's tough there. Mike Davis with 8. It's likely that he may barely be playable moving forward. I believe McCaffrey's supposed to be back, so we'll see how that works out. Amari Cooper with 1. His value just plummeted with the quarterback situation there in Dallas. Andy Dalton's got COVID now, so even if he passes concussion protocol, he'll be out this week. They are definitely not going to roll out Ben DiNucci again. It'll either be Garrett Gilbert or Cooper Rush, so we'll see how that plays out. Diggs got 12 points, not too bad. Jamal Williams, 15 points, but just not much else going on there. Nothing really going on the bench either. Looking over here at Casey's team, Lamar Jackson with 15 continues to disappoint, in my opinion. Todd Gurley got a touchdown. If it wasn't for that, his day would have sucked. T. Higgins, a nice game with 11. Eric Ebron got a touchdown, 13. Gaskin with 12. Just not much else going on there. Marquise Brown with 7 points, had 1 catch for 3 yards and a touchdown. So I guess if you're going to have 1 catch, making it a touchdown is definitely nice because that definitely won Casey the game. or obviously if he didn't get that, it would have given him the loss. Looking over here at the bench, Cam Newton on the bench with 18, so he could have got a few more points there. Juju on the bench with 10. Not really sure about benching Juju, but it is what it is. He should have Nick Chubb coming back to his team soon as well, so he could get some value there. Next up, we got Josh versus Dakota. Josh won this one 135 to 99. Looking at Josh's team, Russell Wilson continues to try to earn that MVP trophy, 29 points. Derrick Henry, 17. I mean, those guys are really carrying the team this year. Just two stud number one guys at the position pretty much. Tyler Boyd's been pretty solid this year, 16.5 here, touchdown. Corey Davis, 8 for 128 and a touchdown. So Darrell Mooney, 69 and a touchdown, 15. I mean, I gotta give it to Josh. He should just change his team name to the Waiver Wire King, because when he picking up these guys in the waiver wire, I mean, fuck, you got Wayne Gallman here at the touchdown. I mean, it seems like every week after week when he's picking up these guys in the waiver wire, they're performing in his lineup. I mean, that's why he's 6-2. I don't know if he's doing something different this season, reading a different fantasy site, listening to a different fantasy podcast, if he's, praying to God. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something, because he's picking up these guys and they're performing for him, on a weekly basis pretty much. So he's doing fairly solid there. Bears defense got him 0. Kicker got him 12. Darren Waller underperforming with 5. I mean, didn't have Godwin this week. Still, I mean, obviously Eckler's been out for a while. I'm not sure if he's ever going to come back. His injury was pretty nasty. Looking over here at Dakota's team, Carson Wentz, 123 yards passing versus the Cowboys defense is befuddling, because as a Dallas fan, our defense is atrocious. We are getting a little healthier on defense, but only 123 yards is very disappointing. Lev Bell was supposed to have a smash game, a revenge game, playing his former team that he played for like 2 weeks ago. 5 points. No touchdowns. Like, I thought he was a shoo-in for at least 1 touchdown, probably 2. Nothing. I played him in DFS in some lineups and got burned there. Gio Bernard with 21. As long as Mixon is out, I mean, he's plug and play automatically in the lineup. Mike Evans had 55 and a touchdown. Robert Woods had 2 touchdowns, 25 points here. Justin Jackson was 16. But then I look at the lineup, and it's a lot of guys with 2, 2, 2, 2.9. I mean, it's going to be tough to win when you got that. Marvin Jones on the bench with 17. Looking at who he played and how they've been playing, I can't really blame him for benching Marvin Jones. But he may be obviously a solid play moving forward with the injury to Galladay. Obviously, he'll be getting McCaffrey back, be getting Michael Thomas back, hopefully. Maybe even Zach Ertz later on in the season. I mean, so he's got some solid players here. Obviously, he had Crowder out with injury, Carson out with injury. So, I mean, 98 points isn't too shabby considering, the amount of, solid players he's got out of the lineup. Next matchup we got the Battle of the Garretts. Garrett number 2 won this one 132 to 98 over Garrett, I guess, number 1. Ben Roethlisberger had 15, 2 touchdowns. Zeke with 8 points. I mean, Zeke is struggling. I believe I read that he was RB 33 on the season. So that's definitely not first round talent there. The offensive line is just beat up. Without Dak, we can't pass the ball. We've always been playing from behind because our defense is so bad. It's just been tough season for him there. Played Hasty, who got a touchdown, so he got him 10 points there. DK Metcalf with a monster game, so him and Lockett are just, in the locker room, they just play rock, paper, scissors to find out who's going to have the best game this week and destroy it while the other one sucks. And they just let Russell know, before the game, hey, he was like, hey, Lockett lost this week, all right? It's my week, pepper me with the targets. So he got 12 catches, 161 and 2 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk had 8 for 91 and a touchdown. Kelsey with a touchdown, 109 yards, so 21 points there. Colts defense with 15. Solid plays there. I don't believe anybody in our league played the Dolphins defense, but they fucking killed it this week. Helped me win some money in fantasy and DFS. Philip Lindsay on the bench with 15. Damian Harris on the bench with 16. So, could have got some more points there had he had them in this lineup. I mean, he could have played both of them. Could have benched Hasty or definitely Gesicki and got both of them in there and destroyed it this week. Looking over here at Garrett's lineup, Tom Brady with 2 touchdowns, 19 points. Kamara continues to perform very well, 21. Played Curtis Samuel, picked him up, put him in. So a nice waiver wire pickup there, had 19. Did get 2 touchdowns there. Adam Thielen was shut down, 4 points. Nelson Aguilar was 0. I thought he was a good play this week. I played him in DFS in a lineup or two, and just nothing there. Gronk with a touchdown. Fournette had 9. Nothing else going on there. Nothing else to speak of on the bench. Had his best receiver on bye week, and DJ Chark he's a whatever guy now with the Jacksonville playing the way they are and Minshew being hurt. The last matchup we got here, we got Kenny versus Matt. Kenny won this one 130 to 104. Justin Herbert, solid game, 21 points. Obviously, when you have Dalvin Cook on your team, you're probably going to win as when he has a performance like this. 47.6 points, 4 touchdowns. That's great. That's pretty crazy there. James Conner with a touchdown. Decent day. Eagles defense had 21 points for him, but I mean, he only had 4 guys score double digits on his team. I mean, if it wasn't for Cook's monster game, his team would have probably really struggled in the Eagles' monster game. I mean, Jonnu Smith, 4 points. Henry Ruggs, 2 points. Devontae Parker did what Marquise Brown did. 1 catch for 3 yards and a touchdown. 6.5 out of DJ Moore, only 2 catches. Darrell Henderson, 6 points. I mean, just struggling across the board. Played the right quarterback this week. Had Josh Allen on the bench. Looking over here at Matt's team to wrap this up. Patrick Mahomes, huge game. 37 points. Devin Singletary had 10. A.J. Brown continues to score a touchdown on a weekly basis. He had 10. Calvin Ridley struggled a little bit. Deontay Johnson struggled. He's just had injuries all season, in and out of games. Jared Cook with 13.5, touchdown there. Kicker got him 13. Did have Aaron Rodgers on the bench. I don't understand why he doesn't try to trade Rodgers or Mahomes and get some guys to help him out, but it is what it is. Hardman on the bench, who had 19. I mean, he's got some solid receivers. I can't really blame him with the play there. Not sure why he has 2 kickers. Obviously, he's got Miles Sanders. That's out with injury. And after my rant last week about not picking up Dez Bryant at all, he decided to pick up Dez Bryant and also spend $3 on Dez Bryant. So not only did he pick him up, but he also spent money to pick him up. Don't understand that. Obviously, he didn't watch the video because everybody listens to what I have to say, but don't understand that. I doubt he ever plays this year. If I end up being wrong, I end up being wrong. I don't really care. It is what it is, but just tough to see that. Obviously, best of luck to everybody in the week. Obviously, everybody's going to be glued to the TV tonight, likely watching the election coverage and trying to see which one of these old guys is going to be running our country for the next 4 years. I just hope that whoever wins, whether it's the red side or the blue side, I just hope people can act mature, not riot, not loot, not, commit crime, all that stuff. Just accept the loss, have some dignity, have some sportsmanship, so be it. But best of luck to everybody this week. Get your waivers in. We'll see if we have a Thursday game. I know some Packers players have had COVID, so we'll see if the league does any changes there. I haven't heard anything about them changing it, but you never know. We'll see what happens. See you guys next time.